Great day. Tribe up. Welcome to the House of Cons. I'm Black J. Hey, it's Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. Salute to the tribe. Salute to Phyllis Brown. Salute to Uni Big Tree in the house. Salute. Tribe up. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Y'all do me a favor, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I got the tribe in the house, Monaga. We've been having colonizers coming up in here trying to wreck a Naga flow. So I said, you know what? Let me go on ahead and squad up. Let me go on tribe up with the wrenches. I had to go on and pass some wrenches out to all my real Naga. Salute. Tribe up. We ain't got time for no pretenders coming in here trying to wreck our vibe. You know, trying to interfere with our frequency, my Naga. You know, they want to come in here and interfere with the Naga frequency. But we ain't having it. We're going to do our thing regardless. We ain't going to let them knock our vibe. Hey, once again, I'm Black Jack. If you're new in the house, hit that like, subscribe, share the video to every Naga you know. Salute. Hey, the title of the show is the quote-unquote blacks really own America. The title of the show, the quote-unquote blacks really own America, my Naga. We're gonna talk about it. Before we talk about it though, you know, we got a lot of our people, you know, talking about migrating somewhere else, talking about migrating way across the sea. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people talking like that. But I know that they just don't understand the truth. When I think about my hometown, you know what I'm saying? I live in Jacksonville, Florida, you know, there's no place like home, my Naga, you know, is what I know. I know it like the back of my hand. It was a stronghold of the Naga. You feel me? You know, yeah, you know, America is governed by a colonizer government, you know, a legal government. But oftentimes in your city and in mine, and in your state and in mine, Nagas run the streets. Salute. That's why I always say it's strength in numbers, my Naga. You know, feet on the ground. You know, we ain't got to worry about governments and laws if we got strength in numbers. But yeah, America is owned by quote-unquote blacks. We're going to talk about it. We're going to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. You know, we ain't got nothing to prove. We already done proved it, to be honest. But we're going to just, we just going to lay it out a little bit, talk about it. I want to look at a old piece of literature. Start off with that. And salute to everybody that's been subscribing. Salute to all my members. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that's been putting up. You know, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the support, all the kind words. You know what I'm saying? From the real. I know we're gonna have foul words from the fakers, but we ain't worrying about that. You know what I'm saying? All we're gonna tell them is to go on.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Salute. Hey, as long as we here, the land is ours, my Naga. Salute. As long as we're here, the land is ours. It was promised to us, hence the promised land. For an eternity, my Nagas. For you and for your descendants, my Naga. To be passed down forever until the end of time. But we're gonna get into all of that, because we talking America, we talking the Naga. And I want to start off though with this piece of literature from Frederick Douglass, my Naga. Barbara J. Ballard, you know, listed, and it's called "People Without a Nation." Okay, so they want to call you people without a nation, right? We'll run with that, right? They want to call you a people without a nation because only one people had their nation stolen, right? In America, right? So they calling you a people without a nation now. Let's read about it. Barbara J. Ballard, African Americans, so-called African Americans, right? So-called African Americans, my Naga, they calling you a people without a nation. They naming you with two continents, Africa and American, calling you a people without a nation. Meanwhile, they stole America, right? So-called African Americans at the 1893 World Columbian Exposition stood as a people without a nation until Florville Hippolyte let African American, so-called African American, was that term even around in 1893? I doubt it, right? let so-called African American leaders use the Haitian Pavilion as a platform for protests. Yeah, they know them ancient Nagas in 80 took their land back, right? It's funny, they say, we let you African Americans, y'all go in there with them Nagas from Haiti. They had the so-called African American, they had the North American Nagas on the Haitian platform with the ancient Haiti Nagas. The Nagas that took their land, right? Took their land back, right? They ain't asked nobody, they took it back, right? They say liberty or death, liberty a la mort, my Naga. But yeah, let's talk about it. People without a nation. They call you people without a nation. Let's look at it. Let's blow it up some. The United States Congress established the world's Columbian Exposition. Oh, so the U.S. Congress established it. Oh, what a coinkydink. Popularly known as the World Fair, right? See, we about to get into this World Exposition, this World Fair. This why I believe. Really, I believe at the World Exposition, the World Columbian Exposition, the World Fair, I believe they had eugenics and test tubes going on up in there. You know what I'm saying? I think this where they created, they invented the fake Native Americans. They was mixing monkeys with, I don't know, what all kind of stuff was going on in them damn World Exposition, eugenics and shit. They done created a whole fake race, right? Old mixture, old mutt race, right? And they said, we're going to call them the Native Americans. Take these Nagas title. That's what went down. Let me start. The United States Congress, what a queen, established that the World's Columbian Exposition, popularly known as the World's Fair, to celebrate the 400th anniversary of Columbus' discovery of the New World that already had a bunch of Nagas in it. On one level, the fair was an economic venture with political overtones, calculated to open new domestic and international markets. It netted millions of dollars for the city of Chicago and exposition financiers. On another level, the fair was a grand amusement park designed to swell patriotic pride and capture the imagination of a fairgoer with the achievement of his or her particular nation and the exotica of the unfamiliar. On a deeper and perhaps more profound level, the exposition was a grand display of extraordinary commercial, technological, industrial, and cultural Western achievement in the so-called New World. Congress invited several states and nations to participate in the exposition. Even Euro-American women, although still without the right to vote, won their fight to erect a building dedicated to female achievement and potential. Yet, so-called Black Americans, despite their high hopes, did not have a space or site, my nigga, because they stole your land. Of course you didn't have a place in which to represent themselves as a separate American racial and ethnic identity and ethnic entity at the World's Columbian Exposition. So-called African Americans stood as a people without a nation to a gathering of nations. Why, if they don't have a nation, why are you calling them Africans? For so-called African American leaders such as the renowned Frederick Douglass and civil rights advocate Ida B. Wells, the World's Columbian Exposition was a place to celebrate the contributions, progress, and promise of so-called African Americans, a space in which to lay claim to the fruits of civilization. Outraged by the exclusion of so-called African Americans from the fair, Douglas Wells, Chicago lawyer and newspaper publisher Ferdinand Barnett, and educator, author, and publisher I. Garland Penn wrote a protest pamphlet entitled "The Reason Why the Colored American." See, so it wasn't African American. He titled it "The Colored American." Now we're getting somewhere, like Copper Color, Legend of Naga Charles in the house. Salute. Look at that. They've been saying, they done put all this African American hijack all through here. As soon as we get to to Penn, what Penn wrote at the time, he said it was the reason why the colored American is not in the World's Columbian Exposition. Not no African American. They keep changing stuff on you and thinking you won't know this, right? That they distributed at the fair. Douglas Wells and other so-called black, so-called colored, straight up Americans, right? protesters had hoped to use the World's Fair to demonstrate how far their race had progressed merely 3 decades after emancipation, Managa, the pamphlet explained. Prominent colored men, colored, not black, it's colored, right? Colored at the time, suggested the establishment of a department of colored exhibits, not African American, colored. See, when they start quote people, they gotta tell the truth. All this African American hijack you put up in here, Barbara J. Ballard. I'm gonna hold the cussing down today, y'all. I said I was gonna cuss less, you know what I'm saying? But I was about to tell that bitch about herself. Hey, but it say the reason why the colored men, it's prominent colored men, right? Colored expositions, right? It was argued by them that nothing would so well evidence the progress of colored people as an exhibit made entirely of the products of skill and industry of the race since emancipation, or even before emancipation, like the fishing rod, like opportunity made, right? The national directors decided that no separate exhibit for colored people would be permitted. They said no. They say we took these Nagas land. They say we earned Jordan in the house. Salute to Earn Jordan. They say we took these Nagas land, and these Nagas is not getting no exposition that day. Tell them to go over there with the ancient 80 Nagas then. That's what they did. They said they said it wouldn't be permitted. In addition to denying not African Americans, nope, colors, nope, blacks, whatever, colored Americans, Tamaricans, Managa. In addition to denying Tamaricans in exhibition hall, fair organizers also excluded Nagas from the planning, administration, and national ceremonies of the event. Their failure to invite even one American Naga leader, not even the aged and internationally venerated Frederick Douglass, the internationally venerated Naga, Frederick Douglass, they ain't even not even him, who was 76 in 1893, to appear at the opening ceremony among the hundreds of white notables, illustrated the fair's deliberate exclusion of Nagas. Douglass maintained that even one Naga person on the dais would speak more for the civilization of the American Naga Republic than all the domes, towers, and turrets of the magnificent buildings that adorn the exposition grounds. The few exhibits by Naga Americans at some of the state's pavilions provided no single unified statement about a Naga. Influenced by social Darwinism, my Naga eugenics. Political leaders in the 1890s used theories of biological evolution and species survival to justify Jim Crow laws and virulent racism at home and imperialism abroad, right? Yeah, they want to deny the Naga, my Naga. They say this Naga don't get no spot at the fair. The Naga ain't got no nation. These Nagas is slaves, and we took the land, and now we call them African Americans. It's the hijacked city now. It's hijacked city now. But in the meantime, though, we go back to Tres Zapotes, my Naga. When we find the first Olmec head ever written about, right? El Negro. They just said at the World Fair. They told Frederick Douglass, you Nagas in the Columbian Exposition. They said you Nagas is Africans now. And y'all ain't got no land. And y'all ain't getting no spot at the fair. But the whole time though, they digging up Tres Zapotes and they say, oh, look at this, El Negro. What a quinky dink. They say, wow, this is great. He has a nice bush taped up. They say that Naga looks familiar. Right? They say you ain't got no nation though, my Naga. Estimated from 1600 BC, my Naga. 1600 before Zeus, my Naga. But they talking about you ain't got no nation? Come on, really? They say estimated at 1600 before Zeus. Forgotten or unknown. They say forgotten. They say, just forget about that one. We ain't see that. They say forgotten or unknown. curious looking. They say, oh, what a coinky thing. This is curious. What's this called? El Negro. Oh, El Negro. Damn, wait a minute. African Americans, wait a minute. Didn't they just call you a Negro somewhere colored and all this here? The Negro ain't got a nation. But then 1600 before Zeus though, they digging up El Negro though. Yeah, man, these liars, man. They say he was curious looking. They say El Negro Monument F from the Olmec ruins of Tres Zapotes, Museo Tuxteco, Santiago Tuxtla, Veracruz, Mexico, the Mexica Monaga. Once again, the Mexica Monaga. Right over there where Opachutli was at and all kind of Nagas. All kind of special Nagas. Nagas parting the water and stuff. They say the forgotten or unknown Naga. They say forgotten or unknown Naga, right? They say Olmec. That's something they made up. These just Nagas, man. Olmec, man. That's a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Old nigga. Forgotten or unknown nigga. Tres Zapotes is located on the slopes of the Tuxtla Mountain in the state of Veracruz. It is one of the most important. It is the most. It ain't one of the most important. It is the most important. It is the old Naga. The old nigga. And the first to even be written about. Dated circa 1600 before Zeus. But a Naga ain't got no nation though, I guess. Wow. The origin and development of the Olmec Naga research. Here we go. In 1912, when Robert Woods Bliss acquired a fine Olmec statue. He acquired a fine Olmec statue, Monaga. As his first pre-Columbian object, little was known of the Olmec and their relation to other cultures of ancient Mesoamerica. In fact, they say in 1912 they ain't know that wasn't nothing but 100-something years ago. My great granddaddy was older than that. My great granddaddy was born before 1912. Now they just find out. They say in 1912 Robert Woods acquired a fine Olmec statuette as his first I had to talk like the colonizer when I say a fine Olmec statuette, Monaga. His first pre-Columbian object. Little was known. They ain't know shit about the Naga, the Olmec Naga in 1912. In fact, so I probably know more about the Olmec Naga than these people, man. I'm just saying, man. They just finding out in 1912. Who are they? Who the fuck are they to act like the experts, Monaga? Right? Little was known in their relation to other cultures in Mesoamerica and ancient Mesoamerica. In fact, when Bliss purchased this jade sculpture, it was described as an Aztec. Decades later, okay, here we go. Decades earlier, not later, decades earlier. Decades before 1912. Jose Maria Melgar y Serrano in 1869. Yeah, that's decades before 1912. That's a lot of time before that. That's around the time my great granddaddy was born. Published the first account of an Olmec monument. He published the first account of an Olmec monument, and it was El Negro. It was the forgotten or unknown, the first to be written about. Why they ain't just say it was El Negro, right? They say yeah. He wrote the first to be written. He wrote. Jose Melgar published the first account of an Olmec. Don't worry about what it was called. We're just gonna call it Monument A. Yeah, we know Monument A is El Negro. All this hiding and trickery. Just say it. Just say he wrote the first account about an Olmec, the first written about, and it was El Negro. Just say it.
You big dummy.
Why is it so hard to say why is it so hard for the colonizer to say Jose Maria wrote about the first Olmec, the first to be written about in 1869, and it was El Negro? Why they won't say that? Why? Because they want to say you ain't got no nation. They want to call you an African American now. They want to say you don't have a nation. They want to call you a people without a nation. Hold up. No. We got monuments, my nigga. 1600 before Zeus. The first you wrote about. The first you colonized the motherfuckers wrote about. Jose Maria Melgar, Spanish ass. E. Serrano. the shitty Spaniard, right? They say he published the first account of an Olmec monument, a colossal stone head at the site of Tres Zapotes. Yeah, Tres Zapotes. Tres Zapotes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Tres Zapotes. Yeah, we know. Yeah, he wrote about El Negro. They don't even want to acknowledge El Negro. They want to call him Monument A, like he ain't got a name, El Naga. These people, man, they think people slow. They think everybody, they think, hey, ambush predator in the house, salute, tribe boy, ambush predator, Malaga ambush predator pulled up. They think everybody want to watch Looney Tunes all day and bullshit on TV and be just brainwashed with a short attention span. Malaga, I got a long ass attention span, Malaga. I got a long ass attention span, man. I ain't got no short ass. My attention span, I got a long ass attention span. I'm not entertained by my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I take my time and I connect dots. These people stupid for real, man. Cause they think they can hide this stupid ass. It's stupid, man. It's just stupid. All right, now look. Let's read some more hijack. All right, it say now look how these people lying. I'm finna show you how much these people lying real quick. It say it was described as Aztec decades earlier. Jose Maria Melgar published the first account of an Olmec monument, Monument A, colossal stone head, at the site of Tres Zapotes. However, Melgar y Serrano saw quote-unquote Africoid features and linked the figure to Africa. Is that true? Did he see quote-unquote Africoid features and link it to Africa? Or did he just see color or Negroid features? Let's see. Now you see what now see what they wrote. Let me blow it up, make sure y'all see this. I'm gonna show you about these liars, these hijackers. They said these people that wrote this article, these fucking liars, Carl A. Tarver, you lying son of a bitch. He said Carl claims Jose said Africoid features and linked them the figure to Africa. All right, man, Carl, why you gotta lie, man? You want to claim to be a scholar, man? Let's see this, and I'm gonna just show how you lying. All right, let's put it up, man. Lying people, hold on, let me go to it right here. All right, now right here we on artsy.net, and look. This one is called What These Epic Sculptural Heads Teach Us About Mexico and Our Cultural Biases. Alina Cohen. All right, this was in 2018. Let's see what Alina wrote. 1858, a peasant discovered a massive stone head in the ground at Tres Zapotes. She called him a peasant. in southeast Mexico on the Gold Coast. It had smooth, flattened features and appeared to be wearing a helmet. Rumors spread, opening up mysteries and lines of inquiry for future generations of archaeologists. As it turns out, the work was made by a pre-Columbian civilization that lived from about 1200 to 400 before Zeus, right? Called the Olmec. The head itself was probably made and buried before 900 BC. Scholar Jose Maria Melgar, this our guy, E. Serrano, visited first in 1862, theorizing that the sculpture's Negroid attributes. He ain't called them Africoid, he called them Negroid. So why they changing words, man? Why they changing words? Why are they trying to stick you in Africa so bad? Quote unquote Negroid. Why are they changing words, Managa? He ain't found nowhere in Africa. He the oldest Olmec monument stone sculpture head. They call him El Negro. Found him in here since before Zeus, eons before Zeus, and they want to continue to try to change words to make you think you African. And you know, if a Naga not paying attention, and a Naga don't care to read the fine print and connect the dots and take their time, I mean, you Pan-African now. Now you with the gold, the Africa movement somewhere you ain't never been. Is Africoid even a word, Managa? They making up stuff to try to fool you, Managa. These people are dumb, and they think you real dumb, but they are really, really dumb. I mean, this is sad though how easy it is to point it out, Managa. It's pathetic, actually. It's pathetic how sorry they is. I mean, they scam. They think they scam was good. They scam is pathetic. It's pathetic. They finding ancient monuments of pre-Columbian civilization, and they want to say you come from Africa. If they don't want to say the old Met came over here from Africa, then they want to tell you they brought you from Africa. They want to tell you everything but what the truth is. You just always been here, Managa. Just like the Nagas in Africa always been there. Nobody is asking where the Nagas in Africa came from. When you say, well, where did the blacks in Africa come from? Everybody's gonna say, hey, they just been there since the beginning of time. Since the Most High said, let there be darkness. He put the African Nagas in Africa. But when it come to your black ass over here in America, everybody gotta make up. Where's Waldo? Make up spaceships, aliens, all kind of stuff to try to explain why colossal Naga stone heads with froze and sideburns and over here looking like darkness, calling you a bone savage. And they gotta make up guesstimates. They gotta do rocket science, all kind of stuff. They try to say where you come from. Oh, maybe he came from Mars. I don't know. He rode a canoe from Africa. When he brought him on a slave ship, no, they came before 1600 Zeus, so he swam over here. It was just a ditch. The ocean was a ditch at the time. You see, anything for you not to be the inheritor of your land, Managa. Anything for that. Anything to say it ain't you. It ain't no what. It ain't no fake ass Native American. It ain't no why it ain't no old Mech heads, so-called old Mech heads, old Naga heads, right? Why it ain't no old Mech heads that look like these fake ass people? Where's the somebody please show me an old Mech that look like this. It don't exist. It don't exist.
You big dummy.
He can't show me none of his ancestors on census records being called Negro, being called colored. He can't show me any of his ancestors being enslaved during the Indian Wars and being in the cotton farms and being in the sugar plantation. He can't show me none of that. Only thing he probably can show me is a test tube from a World Exposition Zoo, eugenics lab. That's about the best he can do. He a manufactured race. That's a man-made race, man. Y'all better understand, man. We crack a lot of jokes over here, but man, a lot of stuff serious, man. These are not Israelites. These are not. Can't be, Managa. Can't be. You talking about a corrupted DNA. You talking about mankind. This is not the original man, Managa. It's not the original man, Managa. Promised land. Look at Wikipedia gonna lie about the promised land. I can't even read. They hijacked. They Zeus creation theory and all this. What is the land the Most High promised to Israel? America, Managa. America, Managa. Hey, man. Boy, these people be lying, man. Dang, boy, the lies is deep, boy. The hijack deep, boy. I see, man, we got a hard road ahead of. I understand why a lot of Nagas, you know, they just confused, man. I mean, look at the effort. Look at the effort that's going into these lies. Look at the effort, my Naga. They writing articles, changing words. They got industry plants. You know what I'm saying? They got look at the effort going in just to lie to a Naga, boy. Look at the effort. Look at the psychological games they play to try to keep Naga stupid. Like, you know, we got our fair share of ignorant Nagas out there, right? Well, we gotta ask ourselves, man, who benefiting from keeping these Nagas ignorant, my Naga? You know, they like to hijack my streams. I'm surprised they ain't done glitched me already. Cause I be checking my stuff before I get started. I spent some money on my studio, man. I don't got no cheap ass studio over here. My internet good. As soon as I get to talking something, man, the hijack come in. Like I said, I'm surprised. I don't want to speak too soon though. They been glitching my. I noticed I've been like rewinding my last couple streams. I'm noticing they got me glitching. Like yeah, like I see what they doing. Yeah, on the big tree say they been repainting paint. Yeah, they whitewashing paintings, making new hijack tobacco carvings, and man. And speaking of all that, man, and then speaking of I was about to close out, but now I gotta talk some more. We're gonna be in here for a little more while, y'all. I gotta bring this back up. I just did something on this. I did something in the members only stream about this. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all ain't seen this. Well, man, look at this, man. These people is so stupid, right? And like, it don't take me long before I just go to start noticing stuff, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, bro, I used to get, like, when I was in high school, when I was in college, I used to be like, y'all see, everybody seen the movie How High? Everybody who seen the movie How High? You know that part they talking about Method Man and Red Man talking about they go to school high and get high scores. That was me, Managa. I was on some Cheech and Chong back then. You know what I'm saying? My big brother had me on that still smoking her. And you know, I used to go to school high shit. I used to be in that bitch curious as hell. I was already a curious ass nigga. So like that junk just opened it up even more. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I just be noticing stuff, man. Like when I go to noticing stuff, like I don't know, man. My mind I just got that type of mind, my nigga. I be noticing things. Like I got a little funny little mind. Like when something be off, but I be spotting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I noticed, like I said, I just did a live stream about it. I was looking at these slave ads, right? And I was like, wow. I was like, man, these people so stupid. The slave ads match the Bone Savage statues. They match the tobacco Indian. They match the Naga Indian tobacco statues. They match the maps. All of it match. Even the slave. They call look. They talking about limit the African slave trade. But them Indians, look. He got a pipe. He got a tobacco pipe. It's just like the tobacco ads. He got the same thing. He got the feather sticking straight up on his headdress, feather cloth. You got a little nappy headed Naga here with he a little young Naga. He ain't earned his headdress yet. He ain't put in no work yet. He ain't popped out on colonizer yet. He rolling the barrel. He got on the loincloth. But look, man, look at this. And just like the tobacco Indian statues, they always holding some tobacco. They always hold. It's the same stuff. Virginia, right? Slave ass, right? Look at, and then you can look at many of them. It ain't just that one like this one. But no, that's just a tobacco ad. Hold on, let me go. I want to go to the slave ads, the one they talking about imported slaves, new slaves coming in. Cause they done messed up. They gonna just draw the same image. They letting us know. Let me see. Got to be some more. Hold on. Let me pull up some more of these new slave ads advertisements. It was a bunch of them. Like, look at this one. Look at this one, right? To be sold, a cargo of 94 prime healthy Negroes. Now you know they got these Nagas is Caribs or something. They got them out the Caribbean island, brought them up to Carolina and stuff, then start calling them Africans. Look, the Naga got on the feather loincloth and he got a spear just like Kamehameha, my Naga. like my Naga. Like they not even trying hard to disguise nothing. They just think Naga. They just say black. Automatically Africoid. You Africoid now, Naga. Calling you African, lying, saying where they got you from, just lying, just big bald face lies. Look at this one. Do these like Africans to you, Managa? Do this like look what he got on, Managa. Negroes, right? Slaves, right? Working the rice and sugar cane and all this here, right? Look. To be sold, right? We done read all the history on several live streams about they going to war with Indians and enslaving the Indians, like the Pequot Indians, King Philip's War, and then sent them to work the sugar plantation in the Barbados, sent them down to Providence Islands and called them cannibal Negroes, just so they can enforce doom diverses, called them savage, to put them in perpetual servitude, take your domains, take your kingdoms, your dukedoms, take your farms, say they there, these tobacco farms ours now, and you niggas gonna keep working them, you ours too, you our slave now, and matter of fact, the land ours, you ours, and we call you what we want to, you ain't an Indian no more, we done assimilated you, we done took your feathers away. Tell me that's not the same. Tell me that's not the same as Demorion and Gouda that we always looking at. I mean, we can look at it. I can just pull anyone out. I can just name one. Tell me that ain't the same. Oh, look at that. Look, I put the Demorion and Gouda. They got this the only thing close. They pulling up all this Gouda cheese. Nah, we talking about the nog on the building. Look, they ain't even showing the nog on the building. They look at these hijackers. They look, so you know they got much to hide. They got much to hide. Wait a minute, did I miss it? Yeah, they ain't even showing the nog on the building on this picture. And they removed it. All right, so and it ain't even been removed. Let me go to Google. I'm on Bing. Let me just go to Google. And I keep going to these just for new people. I know people that's been in rocking with me, you know what I'm talking about, but it's new people that come in, and I be trying to just familiarize everybody. Look, this American tobacco Indian, look, the knocker got a pipe, they all showing off over there in the Dutch colonies, over there in Portugal, showing off where they getting the tobacco from. The American Indian, he got his pipe, right? Ain't that the damn same? Ain't it the same, Monaga? I mean, you gotta be slow. Hey, salute Robert Nelson in the house, salute Tribe Up. You gotta actually be slow to miss this. You gotta absolutely be slow. This darkness is the same level of darkness as Gouda. Feathered loincloth, Monaga. And then on that first one we were just looking at, they even had the pipes, the slave ad. Niggas got tobacco and pipes. This one here, the first efforts to limit in the African slave trade, right? Look, the Naga with his pipe smoking. Naga got his feathers up. Look, it's just like Gouda. And you can't see that that's the same thing. That's a Manhattan Project in the house. Salute Tribe Up. I mean, like, you can bring me the most hardest Pan-African brother from America, brother or sister soldier from America, and the most hardest Pan-African brother or sister soldier from America, and I guarantee you, I can show them something that's gonna make them stutter, or they either what I have to show them don't make them stutter, then they just gonna have to be a liar. They gonna have to lie and look the other way and say they don't see it, and to say you don't see it. When I'm pointing it out to you in this fashion, you gotta be a liar. You would have to be a liar. You would have to be a liar to not understand what they are calling an African slave on this ad. They know is an American Indian over in Portugal.
Big dummy.
Salute to Original Skywalker in the house. Salute. I mean, and it ain't just one slave ad. It's several. It is several. All the slave ads. All the slave ads look just like the tobacco ads. All the slave ads like the tobacco ads. All the tobacco ads look like the original tobacco Indian statues. All the original tobacco Indian statues look like the allegories of America. Look like what's on the maps of America, or the old maps in the 1500s. All of it look the same. All of it. Knockers all got spears and feathered loincloths. 440 Negroes, right? And you can see as the ads got newer as time progressed, they assimilated the Nagas. The Nagas ain't in loincloths and feathers no more. He's so-called Americanized, right? Even though they stole that title from us, he always was Americanized. What you talking about Americanized now? Let me see, man, if they got any more. Let me see. These slave notices, man. Let me pull up some more. They pull up the same ones. Look, always a Naga with a spear. Spear and feathers to be sold. Nagas. Just arrived on the ship. Where? From the Barbados? Where? From Mexico? Look, man. Look. Look. Feathers. Look, man, it's the same shit. The Naga got a spear. How is he from Africa? You brought him on the boat with his spear? So you brought the Naga all the way on the boat across the ocean, but when you show us the slave ships, the Nagas look naked. From the drawings of the slave ships, you got 1,000 Nagas under the boat naked. But you give us these slave ads, not only the slave ads, but the tobacco ads. Nagas got spears, bows, arrows, weaponry, feathered headdresses, feathered loincloths. And you think we not gonna see it? Why are they not on the slave ships dressed like this? Why I can do it right now in real time on live action? Let's just do it then. Nagas on the slave ship, right? We can go in real time. Let's look at some images. Fake ass stuff, man. All this fake stuff to scare you up, get you scared, my Naga. Where the cartoon images at, man? Let me just do it. I don't put slurs in there. I just try to see what I can. I'm gonna take the slurs out. I'm gonna just put slave ship. That's all you get every time. Man, this is pathetic, man. This is really pathetic, man. They give you Nagas nothing. They say, here you go, Naga slave. Look, my Naga, look. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go back out. I don't see no feathers nowhere. Let me go. Let me do it like this. Let me just go to all. Let me get out of the images and go to all. Nothing. See, it's nothing. You know why? It's nothing because it don't exist, my Naga. It don't exist. It don't exist. Let me go back to images, man. Let me put slaves on the ship. Slaves on the ship. All right, now look at this. They still dress like Indians. Look at the loincloth. Look at the loincloth. We pointed this out in the old live stream. Want to do it again real quick? Let's do it again real quick. Let's go to Google one more time. Let's go on 1900 circa. No, let me go circa 1900 Indian black boy. There we go, already in the search, right? Let's just click on that real quick. Look, Indian black boy, tobacco statue, loincloth. Look, when they show you a slave ship, look what they showing you. Where they took your feathers off, where they taking you from the Barbados to North Carolina or somewhere. These ain't Africans, my Naga. So even that is hijacked. They call it African, but if you got your third eye on and you know like I know, you know better. That's why I can go right to it, because I know better. Look, Naga's naked. I don't see a feather nowhere. This is what they give you. They dug their own hole, my Naga. I'm just pointing it out because I don't miss a thing. Alluring Fire in the house, salute. Alluring Fire, original Skywalker in the house, salute. They digging their own grave with this stuff. From what I see from them slave ads, every Naga in here should have feathers on and a loincloth. I don't see none of it. This is fake. This is fake. No, what they showing you right here. This is what on them slave ads. They showing you what's there. The same thing that's on the maps. The same thing that's on the tobacco statue carvings. The same thing. And it's several. It ain't just one. It ain't just one, like I said. Look at that Gambia slaves. Gambia, my ass. You can't show me no tribe in Gambia that wear feathers up in a feathered loincloth. These are lies. They just putting that on the ads to cover their track. Think about it. Think about it. They tell you right now that they now if you believe the African hijack story, they tell you they don't know where your ancestors from, right? But right here on their ads, they put in Gambia, right? That's a lie, right? You know that's a lie just to cover their tracks. That's to cover their tracks. They got them knockers out of Haiti or somewhere and say, oh, we got them out of Gambia. These are lies. Look at all the Indian slaves. Look at how many advertisements got Indian slaves. Look, a whole family. They got the Naga and his kid. American Indians, Managa. I don't care what they write in the description. I know a Naga when you can put white slave there, but you show me this shit, I know exactly what I'm looking at. I am not stupid. You can put magic slave in it. I don't care what you write. Once I see this, I don't care what you wrote down here. Yeah, I'm not stupid, Managa. And I know y'all ain't either. Very interesting though, and I'm thinking about, honestly, y'all, I'm thinking about putting together a book to point this stuff out. Hey, Bronze Flat Power God in the house, salute. Proud butt Bronze Flat Power God in the house. I'm thinking about putting the book together because I don't see nobody pointing all these stuff out, and I mean, like, I don't see nobody doing it. I mean, besides us on the internet. Of course, we doing it on the internet. And I ain't saying other creators done made books, but I ain't seen no specific books pointing out. I don't want to hear about the Racial Integrity Act. I'm tired of all that. I don't want to hear all this writing no more. I'm tired of all that. I don't want to hear about status changing and all this here from colored to black, the Negro, the Indian, the African. I don't want to hear none of that no more. I want to talk about these motherfucking images. That's where I'm at with it. You can believe the lies or you can believe your own eyes, Managa. And I'm thinking about putting some kind of book together just to point this shit out. Just to point out the slave ads, the tobacco ads, the original tobacco statues, the real ones. The culture from the feathers to the long call. It need to be a book pointing all these so-called scholars out here. In my eyes, I challenge any last one of them. I don't care what college or school they went to. I don't give a damn. I go head up with them and they will lose. They will lose. They will lose, Managa. Hey, man. If you on this wave, if you on this vibe and you're a creator too, point it out, Managa. Hey, all this is shared. This is all our family history, Managa. If you make videos on this topic, make one. Point it out. Point out how the statues and the slave ads is the same. Point out how the maps in America is the same. Point it out for Negroes to see. Forget all that Racial Integrity Act. Forget all that. Forget the census record. Man, forget genealogy right now. When you see this, you don't even gotta know your genealogy to know that's you. Forget the Dawes Road. Forget all of that, Managa. All of that is irrelevant. That is irrelevant, Managa. The Dawes Road is irrelevant to the Naga. You are the road. Hey, man, I'm finna put a book together. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. When I'm gonna do it, to point this out, I'm gonna come up with something, Managa, cause YouTube ain't enough, Managa. We need hard paperback evidence that anybody can attempt the challenge. Let them attempt. Let them try it. I'll wait. Let them try it. They don't know. They really don't know how much time. They don't know how many years. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'll wait for any challenge. Hey, man, I'm Blackjack, man. This is the House of Cons, man. Y'all try but with me, man. Hey, we got a members only live stream coming up tomorrow night, man. We're gonna talk about some special stuff, man. So if you want to be involved, man, tribe up on the memberships. Starting as low as $2.99. We got different levels though. But if you want to tribe up and you want to be included, cause we all inclusive, tribe up, get the membership, man. Hey, this is the House of Cons, man, and the colonizers better respect the house. We're gonna let the donut hit their ass, but the Most High split their ass, cause we own the land. I don't care what they say. I don't care about them and their government and their money over here. We run the street, my nigga. All we gotta do is tribe up. And when I say tribe up, that means stop hating on the next naga, stop coveting the next naga, never spill another naga blood. We shouldn't be spilling each other blood, my naga. You need to save that energy. Tribe up, my naga. I'm Black Jack. We out. Peace. Salute.